Anywho, yo, chat, let's lock the flip in, dude. YouTuber murdered by fan in Snuff film. All right. This sounds flipping bonkers. Any YouTube frogs watching after the fact, if you guys enjoy your stay, feel free to drop like a sub. Also, if you're trying to watch the original video, first link in bio. Okay, these glasses are really messing with my eyes. It was like showing me, like I could see the reflection of my own eyes. Does that make any sense at all? Am I flipping losing it? Well, yeah, YouTube frogs. This OG video will be linked in the description. Go show it some love. If you want to stick around here and see my commentary / reaction, that'd be sick. And also, I stream a lot. First link in description if you want to check that out. Anyways, let's get into it, baby.
It's 11:30 p.m. on May 29th, 2021. An 18-year-old Mark Williams contacts his aunt to let her know he's on his way back home after a night of drinking.
Auntie?
Where are you, Mark? Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm with Lewis at the moment. I'm making my way back now, though. I won't be too long. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets home okay. Okay then, guys. I'll see you later.
When that phone call was made, it's thought that Mark was in...
Yes, I did, Miss Badass. That case is insane.
This general area, Perryman's Lane, East Sussex. That's roughly 60 miles out from London, England. At that moment in time, he was with 19-year-old Lewis Ashdown. The pair had met each other through YouTube 7 months prior in late 2020. On the day in question, the pair had arranged to spend the evening together drinking, so a location was sorted, and they both made their way there. However, when Lewis found out that Mark was bringing his younger brother, he didn't feel comfortable, so he never turned up, but told Mark he would meet him later. With some hours passing and a few drinks now under his belt, Mark decided it was time to wave goodbye to his brother and meet up with Lewis at Mayfield's recreation ground.
Never trust a dude named Lewis.
Again, that's within the general area of Uckfield, East Sussex. From here, it was good vibes. The pair shared a laugh, spoke about their dreams of making it big one day on YouTube, and ultimately got wasted. Well, we know that at least Mark did anyway. All good things must come to an end though, and for the boys, it was time to go home. However, only one of them would make it.
What?
Mark only ever wanted a friend, someone he could laugh, joke, and have fun with. He struggled to make friends growing up. He was too trusting, innocent, and always believed the best in people. It's how Mark's mother Lena described him. Many others would give similar testimony about his character. We don't know much about Mark's early life because that information just isn't available. But we do know that he did have at least one ambition in life, and that was to make it on YouTube.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. You alright guys? We're up on the roof. There comes the procession.
With the rise of Ali Law, Ryan Taylor and others in the later half of the 2010s, going viral for climbing buildings, sneaking into water parks overnight, and getting into it with security guards, it's to no surprise that it influenced a whole new generation of youngsters looking to make it on YouTube, and Mark Williams was no different. Some of his earlier YouTube videos have since been deleted, but it's thought that he started his parkour YouTube channel, Rooftop Legends, around January 2018. The oldest video on the channel dates back to May 14th, 2019, where he, along with his younger brother, escaped from security guards under the channel's second name, RoofTube.
Okay. Can't legally touch me.
Where are you going?
To find my brother.
Okay. Police are on the way already now.
Yeah, they'll catch me then, won't they?
32 Grenville Street.
Yo! Dude really scooted around him like that. Dude, this is crazy because this kid is younger than me, bro. And that's a wild concept to think about. Like we're around similar ages, around the same time, and this dude died like that. I don't know. Sorry, like personal flip. I thought it was Chris because if Chris can cross applesauce, he can do it to you too. Whoa. Why are we exposing my secrets? Okay, me crossing applesauce. Okay, was a distant memory of my lore. Okay, applesauce had it coming anyways.
By mid-2019, Mark's brother stepped away from the channel and RoofTube was rebranded to its final form, Displace. Mark wanted to give it one last go at trying to make it on the platform, but after dropping just 5 videos in October of 2019, 3 in November of the same year, 1 in February of the following, and a few older uploads after that, all would go quiet for most of 2020, and it looked as if that was it. It was over. The end. However, in November, he was back once again.
Alright guys, don't know if you can see me or not, but I promise you Displace is coming back. I'm getting a new action cam. And I'm going to hit some serious videos. Not like the ones I used to before, I mean proper ones. I'm just getting myself back in. Anyway guys, my phone battery's shit, I'm getting a new one soon, so I'm going to have to cut this video off quick. My channel is coming back, I promise you.
Dude, hell yeah.
Sorry about the long time. I applied to be a PCSO for some reason and I got rejected, so now, you know, I'm coming back full on. Properly coming back. Right.
Had to be a what?
I'll see you guys.
To cut a long story short, Mark would go through phases on YouTube. He'd be active for a few months, then he'd stop posting, but he would always seem to make a return at some point in the hopes of making his childhood dream come true.
That's real. That's really how I was with content creation and stuff. And it really took me till I was like, well, it was 2020, so I would have been like 19 to like really lock in. Yeah, I would have been 19 because I'm 23 now. It's been 4 years since I really locked in on streaming and content creation and stuff. But yeah, it was the exact same way. I'd be like gone for months on end, then I'd like upload a couple of videos, be like, all right, I'm back in the swing of things, and then just completely like drop off one week, and then that'd be it for like months and months on end, then I'd like tap back in. So I get it, dude.
During his November 2020 comeback, Mark had finally seemed
Oh, good morning, Austin. Welcome back in.
it to pick up some traction, at least within his local area anyway. You see, he had been running into trouble with the police while making his YouTube videos, which led to people sharing them within local community groups on the likes of Facebook. He was now a somewhat local celebrity, whether that be for the right or wrong reasons. Although most couldn't see the vision and looked at Mark as a troublemaker, there were a few people who began to follow his journey. Heck, they even wanted to be a part of it. Enters Lewis Ashdown.
Hi guys, I'm back here with Lewis. And we're going to do the water treatment facility in Uckfield on the industrial estate. We've just had to take a detour around the station car park because of this testing going on.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a local celebrity myself. Just kidding. Well, you know, every now and then somebody's like, oh, dude, yeah, I like your photos. And I'm like, what? I've never met you before. That's so cool. And then literally I think about that for months on end. Yes, that's pretty cool. That definitely boosts my ego. What is this? This is YouTuber murdered by fan in Snuff film. So, yeah, pretty uplifting topic tonight.
We couldn't walk through it.
Oh, we
So,
go
yeah, it's
to it.
worth it.
My bad, dude. God rest his soul, bro.
Yeah, I hope so too. See you in a sec, guys.
Reports say that Lewis had commented on one of Mark's YouTube videos asking to see if he could tag along. The comment in question isn't on any of the active videos though, meaning that the video has more than likely been deleted. Lewis would go on to feature in 2 videos during the November return: Police Escape at Uckfield College Demolition Site and We Got Caught, Uckfield Water Treatment Plant. And so it looked then as if Mark had finally found that friend he was looking for, Lewis. He was going to be by Mark's side on this YouTube journey, the new Ryan Taylor and Ali Law. Lewis was going to be that person to help create more content. They were ready to take over the platform. However, ladies and gentlemen, even after a successful return in November, it wouldn't be enough for Mark to continue to post. And by the following month, all operations completely shut down. In March of 2021, Mark went live on YouTube. In this update, he goes on to tell his viewers that he had been missing for a while because he'd been trying to get a security badge and wasn't too sure of what to do with his YouTube channel. You could see his head was in 2 places. On the one hand, he had a real good opportunity to gain some employment within the security sector, and on the other was that little boy telling him to go and chase that dream.
Into that, I've been doing some talking with Lewis. He's seeming like he wants to get back into climbing and stuff. I haven't actually done it since Christmas. and I've got a bad back. Right, it's been getting worse and worse lately. Don't know why. I need to go to the hospital and have myself checked out.
Oh, this is so sad, bro. Cause like he could have done different things on YouTube, you know?
I am not sure where my channel is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing these videos. I don't know if I'm going to be doing different videos or whether I'm going to stop completely. At this point in time, I don't know. I've been trained to get my SIA license over the past couple of weeks, and I can't really risk that. But I'm not sure at the moment. I need to talk with Lewis some more, work something out. I know I do want to stay, you know. I love doing this shit, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to grow the fuck up because, you know, I can keep doing this. I mean, Ali Law still does it. He's in his 20s. He's doing good for himself. You know, good for him. But I'm hardly an athlete. I'm hardly a pro at this kind of thing. I have to face reality, especially with my back getting worse. I can barely run anymore.
Oh.
But I'm training for my SIA. Yeah, that'll be good when I'm security. But ultimately, I wish I could have made my life out of this channel. It was a childhood dream, but it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere.
It isn't clear if Mark ever picked up work after this livestream, but we do know that he decided to give YouTube another shot, and it was all thanks to Lewis, believe it or not. Lewis had been in that livestream chatting along with others, encouraging Mark to come back to YouTube, telling him to not give up on his dream.
Miss Badass, he pretty much just filled in right there what you missed. Not much. It was just basically like backstory for this dude.
Woody Buxted Hotel, first video back. 10 days later, the pair headed over to the hotel, ready to shoot another video.
Hi guys, I am with Lewis. Just having a little drink before we go and hit Buxted Park Hotel. Yeah, we want this to be a mad video. We're going to do a couple more bangers. Can't tell you what they are in case anyone's watching that shouldn't be watching.
Who's watching?
Well, no, I mean watching the videos because I thought.
In case the ops are watching, bruh.
Yeah, I know that the police do watch my channel sometimes.
Huh?
I can't really say where we're going because then it would just fuck the video up when we go to do it. So, yeah, so we'll smash this one and well, after we smash these.
Amex Part 2. That can be one. There you go. Amex Part 2 coming soon.
Yeah, alright. Okay, so we'll smash this after we smash these. Yeah.
On the 21st of April 2021, Mark Williams posted his final video.
I mean, hey, level 18, age 18, all pretty much means the same thing. What was I say? Maybe it's different though. Is it different in the UK? Does anyone know? It might actually be legal.
On YouTube. It was a classic climb in Eastbourne. This time around, it was never his intention not to return to YouTube. The opportunity would be taken away from him by someone he would have never have expected. And it all started with a text message exchange around a month after the final video was uploaded. On the evening of May 29th, 2021, Mark Williams and Lewis Ashdown arranged to meet up in Uckfield for some drinks. The weather was decent, it was to be good vibes. Both parties would make their way to the chosen location, but when Lewis discovered that Mark's brother was tagging along, he didn't feel comfortable as he was underage, so he never turned up and told Mark he would meet him later. Completely understandable. Mark didn't not want to have drinks with his brother though, so he decided he'd have a few drinks, wait for Lewis to send the okay to meet back up, and then leave. That text would fly through a short while later, and Mayfield's recreation ground was the new place to meet. When he arrived, the two got to drinking, and by the end of the night, Mark was completely wasted. Lewis had kept handing him cups of whiskey and coke, but said no alcohol was in his cup.
Oh.
After an eventful evening, the pair decided it was time to head home. As they got to this wooded area on Perryman's Lane, roughly 3 miles away from the recreation ground, Mark would get on the phone to his aunt, as you know, and told her he'd be back home soon. Lewis had even reassured her that he would make it back. Urgent plea to find Uckfield teenagers missing from home since night out together. Mark Williams and Lewis Ashdown were out together at Maresfield Recreation Ground on Saturday night, but have not returned home since. It's thought they left to go their separate ways on Saturday evening. Mark called his family at 11:30 p.m. to say he was walking home, but he did not arrive. Lewis was last seen in Chapel Green in Crowborough at around 11 a.m. yesterday, Sunday, May 30th, but has also not returned home.
Oh.
By Sunday the 30th of May 2021, family, friends and the Sussex police were out in force hunting for the boys. They hadn't returned home. However, there was a breakthrough in the police investigation over the next few hours. Lewis would be captured on CCTV some 12 hours after that call to Mark's aunt. He was spotted near a park in the small town of Crowborough, located 10 miles away from Uckfield. Even though there was this breakthrough in the case, neither of the boys were physically located at that moment in time. However, that was all due to change.
Yeah, both of them were missing, yeah.
When Lewis finally returned home the following day, May 31st. But Mark, he was still missing. We don't have much information surrounding the moment Lewis returned, other than a small statement from his mother. Nothing was unusual or wrong when Lewis returned home. When police were notified that Lewis had come back, they would attend his address, more than likely wanting to speak to him about Mark's whereabouts, although it isn't clear if he was even there when they arrived. When they did turn up though, we do know that they searched his bedroom, and here they would make a discovery that was about to turn this missing persons investigation on its head.
Oh.
A search of his home address found blooded clothing hidden in a wardrobe. Fast Time Forensics found the blood belonged to Mark, and a murder investigation was launched. Police were now on the hunt for a killer. On the evening of June 1st, 2021, Lewis was tracked down to a...
Damn, bro, we getting this thing figured out quick, buddy. There ain't no stopping here, pal. Oh, you're back? Oh, you got bloody clothes? All right, we finna come find you, my boy.
Friend's home in Eastbourne, roughly 20 miles away from his home address, and he was subsequently arrested for the murder of Mark Williams, even though at that point his body hadn't been located. While police were at this address, Lewis's friend gave a chilling confession to the police. Me and Lewis were getting drunk on Jack Daniels. Out of nowhere, he told me that he murdered Mark and showed me some videos of him doing it. He told me that he took a knife out with him from his mum's home and that Mark had started to annoy him, so it just felt right to start stabbing him. Mark had begged him for help and had begged him to get an ambulance, but he just carried on stabbing him because he wanted him to shut up. All he wanted to do was kill. He said he felt good about it, and Mark deserved it. He said Mark deserved to die. He thought about killing Mark before and wanted to do it. It was horrific. He said he was glad that he'd done this. When he showed me the videos, he was laughing. I saw him rip Mark's eyes out. Proper psychotic stuff.
What?
I was going into shock. I was shocked how he came out with it. I wanted to run and tell someone. Mark would crouch down to vomit just after he got off the phone with his aunt. Again, this would be in the area of Perryman's Lane. Out of nowhere, Lewis would come up from behind him and stab him in his back. Mark would beg Lewis to stop and call him an ambulance, but he refused. Instead, he took his phone out and started to record himself stabbing Mark. Several videos were recorded. Combined, they were nearly an hour in length. He had stabbed Mark 107 times in the face, eyes, neck, head, back, genitals, chest and right leg, before proceeding to take his eyes out of his head. Once he had successfully killed him, Lewis took Mark's trousers and underwear off, carried him over to a body of water within the woods, and threw him in there.
What?
When Lewis was brought in for questioning, he denied knowing what happened to Mark and stated he didn't know where he was. Reports don't say how Mark was eventually found, but given the fact it was after Lewis was arrested, it was more than likely the result of some sort of information from Lewis, whether intentional or not. I mean, they did seize Lewis's phone after all. The police would go on to charge him with murder and possession of an offensive weapon shortly after his arrest. He wouldn't be taking this one to trial. In October of 2021, Lewis Ashdown would enter a guilty plea over Mark's murder. He would never give an official explanation as to why he murdered him. The public would find out some additional information during the sentencing hearing in reference to Lewis's steps after the murder. On the 31st of May 2021, as you know, he would return to his mother's home. The following day, June 1st, he went out to play football with friends, took a trip to the cinema to watch The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, a horror movie in where a killer brutally stabs someone to death while allegedly in the
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is she wearing a wig right now?
Of demonic possession. And then him and his friend had a drink, he confessed to the murder and was arrested in the evening. The sentencing hearing also heard that police had the near hour-long footage of Mark's murder as evidence. However, it wouldn't be played due to the graphic nature of the content. After the hearing, the judge would hand Lewis a life sentence with the minimum term of 27 years.
Yo guys, we were just about to get to the place we're going, and oh, shoes and shit in there. I wonder if there's a dead body nearby.
It's weird, isn't it?
And so long-time viewers of the channel will know that I covered this story when the sentencing hearing happened back in October of 2021. Now, for those of you wondering why I decided to cover it again, it's because some of Mark's viewers had sent me over his channel not too long after I dropped that video. I tried to find it originally, but my research failed me. I didn't instantly want to remake the video as I wanted some time to pass to tell his relatively unknown story to a bigger audience. I feel the YouTube clips, Mark's interactions with Lewis really help tell this story and what was going on leading up to the murder.
It definitely
did. In the United Kingdom, if someone pleads guilty in a case like Lewis did in this one, you don't really get much in-depth information about a case, and so by adding this extra content, again, it really helps to tell this story.
Ashdown would never give an explanation for his actions on that spring night other than what he told his friend. What's even more confusing is that in the last live stream before his murder, he had this to say about Lewis. Oh.
But yeah, if you're going exploring at an abandoned pub, yeah, keep your mate with you. Make sure he's someone you can trust, you know, and be careful is all I can say. Because in the video where me and Lewis climbed the college, you know, I was constantly looking out for him because he did get dangerously close to some of the edges, but you know, that's what life's about, isn't it? Living on the edge.
As you can see, Mark thought the world of Lewis, but ultimately he would be murdered at the hands of him. Uh-oh. I gotta watch Wild Jakes, dude. That dude's... that dude finna be out for me, bro. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. That's so sad, though, bro. This is so sad. To not only stab a guy, but to make it into a 1-hour murder video, and then to top it off with pulling his eyes out is just beyond messed up to the highest degree. I'm 48, and I can remember when my dad saying to me when I was a kid, "You'll never know a psycho until they've stabbed you in the back." And my God, how true that is. That is true. That is true. For me, seeing this video, Mark will not be remembered for being murdered, but for being the kind soul that was just trying to make it in this world like the rest of us. That's really wholesome. The fact he went home and his mother saw nothing different shows you what a psychopath, or what a psycho he really is. Yeah. I knew Mark personally. He was in my year at school and in my form at Uckfield Secondary. He was no ordinary kid. he was a laugh, always trying to make people laugh, even if it ended in him being punished, detention, etc. Mark did not deserve what happened to him. From what I knew, he had a fairly tough upbringing, but he still put a smile on every day. Rip Mark, I hope you're in a better place. Aw. All right, this is the last one I'm reading. Okay. My ex-wife dated a man before we met, and he seemed like a nice bloke. Plenty of mates, down to earth. He was obsessed with horror films like Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, etc. Turns out he murdered 3 separate people, stabbing them over 100 times. He only got caught when, while drunk, he said he enjoyed killing people. His friends grassed him up to Old Bill, and he confessed to 3 unsolved murders, 2 in different parks, one of a woman who his mother knew. Fucking mental case. Scary shit that these mental cases seem normal. My ex didn't even realize. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Insane stuff, dude. Insane.